And welcome to Chef Michael's first cooking session from home. Today we're going to do egg cookery. We're going to learn how to flip an omelet. So what I'm going to do is show you the equipment and ingredients needed to do that. So the first thing we're going to use is a small 6-inch omelet pan. Okay, spatula, eggs, a bowl to mix the eggs in. I have a plate here for the last part of the presentation. Some cheese we're just going to use as a filler for the omelet, and a little bit of parsley for the garnish. So the first thing you want to establish is, and what's most important, is the actual temperature to your pan. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on to a medium low flame to get a nice amount of heat in here. We don't want it too hot or too low. We want a nice consistent bubbly simmer of the eggs. So what I'm going to use is pan spray, which has no calories. Clarified butter is always good. Has a little bit more flavor to it. But I always prefer to use pan spray. We're just going to put a little small coating on that. Okay, we're going to wait for the pan to heat up. So now while we're waiting for the pan to heat up, we're going to crack the eggs into the bowl. Okay. What I always find to be a little important with making omelets or any kind of scrambled eggs is to always add just a little bit of water to your eggs. So we're going to scramble this up until everything is nice and mixed up and you see a nice consistent yellow color of the eggs. Alright, so they always recommend, and I always recommend, doing it for a good 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is just move over to the sink, add just a little splash of water, just like that, and continue my mixing process. Now while we're mixing these eggs, I can see that that pot is getting nice and warmed up for us. Okay, so this is exactly what you want for the eggs. Nice mixture, everything's nice and even. You got a nice color. Okay, all right. While we're waiting for that pan as well, we're just going to get a slice of cheese for our ingredient here. That's going to go inside. And you know, now that we're out of Easter, any leftovers, ham, broccoli, vegetables, anything, my recommendation is always to chop up the vegetables very small, so it doesn't interfere with the flipping of the omelet or the process of it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add the eggs, and you can hear that nice little simmer there when I added it, and you can see the edges start to turn white. All right, I'm just going to turn that up to just a little bit of a medium flame now, so you can see the outer layer of the omelet starting to get white. You can see the eggs actually starting to cook. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just move it back a little bit, and you can, from this point, I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the eggs rumbling a little bit. Okay, what we want to do is we want to get a nice balance of cooking around the whole entire omelet. So I'm just going to move the spatula from side to side. And the other important thing is you want all the eggs to not only be cooked on the bottom, but also on the top. You don't want to flip an omelet with runny eggs all over the top of your omelet. So I'm just going to gently just move the spatula around. I'm going to shake the pan. You can see I have just a little bit more to go in terms of, I want that omelet to really move before I flip it. You can see the eggs still there, still need a little bit of cooking. All right, I'm very, very close. Now you can see the actual omelet starting to shake. See how that's moving? All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds. And now the most important thing is you just wanna give it just a little bit of guidance. You just wanna go straight out and back towards you. All right, so we're gonna get that omelet here and just a little flip. Okay, we're gonna shake that there. And now while the bottom of the egg is cooking, we're just gonna add a little bit of cheese. Okay, we're going to take this, flip it over, give it a nice little push, give it about 5 or 10 seconds, turn our flame off, bring our plate over for presentation. We're going to take our spatula right underneath, right on top. We're going to take a little bushel of parsley, and there's your omelet. Enjoy, and we'll see you soon.